Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Save Room. I'm your host, the Bear Jew. I'm so happy to have you guys here with me. I'm so happy to be doing this. It is September the 16th, and why it has taken me 6 months to do this, especially since this was a New Year's resolution, I don't know, got too caught up. However, I'm here, and I would like to simply be part of your morning commute. Maybe this is something that you're going to be listening to in the afternoon, before you go to sleep, whatever it may be. I just want to be part of your life one way or another, and I hope you guys enjoy the content that I'm going to be presenting. Excuse me while I shift the camera here and again. It's going to happen. I don't really have a camera that I can see myself. I'm doing this all on my phone, so hopefully I could get to that at some point in the future. So, who am I, and what is the show going to be about? We will get to that. But first, I want to go ahead and thank a bunch of people who I love and who I owe this to. And this is in no particular order, guys, because I know you're probably going to be watching this. Jordan, Brian, Melina, Ahmed, my buddy Tien. There's a lot of people. My buddy Reinhardt. There's a lot of people that I could really go off and list, but these are the people who, they might be absolutely sick of me mentioning the concept, but they're still hearing me talk about it, and they still encourage me to do it. So I decided to stop dragging my feet. But why tonight of all nights? It's just a good opportunity because my brother works graveyard and he's already left. B, I just have a lot on my mind, both personally and, well, I feel like just letting something out there would really help. So nothing negative, just a bunch of retrospective things. I think in life, thinking too much is also a bad thing, because you get too in love with concepts and too in love with what could be instead of seeing things for what they are. And I think that's a very important thing. So whoever you are, wherever you are, don't be too hard on yourself. It's 2020. It's the year that everybody is being hard both on themselves and each other. So I want to encourage you all to love yourselves and each other. Moving forward, I want to tell you guys a little bit about myself. I am turning 25 soon. I can't believe it. It's crazy. And the years really have gone by. My life has gone through ups and downs, but I think it really changed recently, about around last year. It was around this time last year where I had to face a lot of things and face a lot of realities and unanswered questions. So, as I did, and as I showed love to those who had disparaged me, I just felt that true freedom, and I've never really done that before. So I want to encourage you all to, really show some love to those who disparage you, or even to those you dislike, maybe hate even. I want to encourage you guys to not really hate. It's a rough world out there, and if you want to see things get better, it has to start with you. So, moving forward, we're going to start talking about, I could tell you a little bit more about myself. I apologize. I love gaming, as you can see with that horrible cable management. PC gamer. I play a lot of Resident Evil, as you could probably tell. After all, the show is called The Save Room. I got back into Rainbow Six Siege. I love Destiny, but it's like it could do better. Bungie, I love you, but you could do better. I mean, I could go through my Steam list. Yeah, Destiny Among Us. Let me know if you guys would like to see me play some Among Us. I think it's a stupidly good game, and in fact, I might even just record some gameplay of myself just playing with randoms until I could get some friends who are willing to play with me. Left 4 Dead, Halo Master Chief Collection, all that stuff. So it's a little bit about myself, and I also love music. Right now, my big thing is K-pop. Why? Because it's happy music. Like I only listen to girl groups. The guy groups kind of depress me. They're too pretty. But my niece, bless her heart, she did this for me. These are my 3 favorite K-pop groups. Twice, Red Velvet, and Mamamoo. And I mean, I love this thing. This thing is sick. So, what else about me? I'm a huge Star Wars fan. This guy's really, really cool. The Galactic Convention exclusive. So, there's that. I could show you guys a tour of my entire room. It's a mess. However, we're going to go ahead and get started as to what everything is going to be about and what I'm going to be going on about for the most part. So this show, I want it to be really just me vocalizing a lot of internal thoughts and or talking about issues and some story time. So the story time part is a thing that's very near and dear to me. I'm someone who loves hearing stories, telling stories. I might not be the best at them, however, it's still something that I enjoy doing. So, my mother used to start a story with me, leave me at a cliffhanger, and then I would continue the story by myself. So, it's just a precious memory of my own from my childhood, and it's something that's never really left me. So, today I'm going to be recalling an incident, recalling something from my past. I shouldn't say recalling because I don't know. I don't remember this happening. However, it happened to me. So, this is something that my parents have told me about. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah. This isn't something like, again, I don't remember any bit of this whatsoever. So, I'm also going to try and go for an audio only version of this. For those of you who cannot listen to this, or cannot watch this, excuse me. But yeah, so let's see here. I'm going to be telling you guys about the time where my parents bought, or almost bought, a haunted house. I was 2 years old, give or take. My mother tells me that I had just started walking. I was a lazy walker. I did not like the thought of walking because I mean, I was a big kid and everyone used to love carrying me around. You could believe it. I was actually a pretty boy with red hair, and I don't know how this happened. However, my father and this lady were talking with each other, the owner of this house that my parents were considering, and essentially what ended up happening was that since my mother hadn't seen it, my dad was like, hey, it's time for you to go see it for yourself. I like it. I found nothing wrong with it. Go see it. And so my mom was not working at the time because of me. So she found the opportunity and took me. And a little bit about my parents. My father has been a minister. He's been ministering since he was about 15 years old. So as for being a minister, I think like that was a full takeoff thing whenever he was 18. He gave his life to Christ whenever he was 13. So it's been like he loves doing what he does. And I too encourage you all to find something that you love. Go pursue it. So my mother arrives at this house, and from what she tells me, she didn't I did not like this house. I was not crazy about it. I was not going near it. I was just frantically upset about even being near this house. And as I went closer to the home, my mother recalls me simply crying and screaming and throwing an ugly fit. As time went on and my parents couldn't figure out what to do, my pops was like, hey, you go inside, telling my mom, and I will stay outside the house with the boy. So my mother then goes into the home where she, doesn't find anything wrong with the house. She likes it. She checks out the kitchen. I believe she said that it was a open concept kitchen dining room, and then living room was a little bit more closed. I think it was about 3 or 4 bedrooms. Might have been 3. Houses in Texas, at least whenever we were looking back then, my parents weren't going for something huge. Don't know why. There was me, my little sister, my older brother, my older brother, my older sister, my mother, my father. That's 7 of us. And they never went for big houses. Maybe because we were small. At the time, my little sister, at the time my little sister wasn't born yet. She would be born as I was like 3 and 9 months. So my mother, she's checking out the rooms. She likes the kitchen. She likes the living room. She likes the bedrooms. But then she goes into the master bedroom. This is where things get fun. So inside the master bedroom, she simply, she just, in her head, she's like, nothing's wrong here. I don't see anything that's wrong. However, as she she didn't go in with the perception of, I'm going to go find something wrong. I should clarify that. She liked everything about it. However, upon almost leaving the bedroom, my crying was very vivid in her mind and in her head, and even like a very tough feeling in her heart. And she just remembers not being able to ignore that feeling. She was like, my baby is crying for a reason. And that's what was, that was the instinct inside of her head. Like, why is my kid losing his gourd? So my mother then goes back into the master bedroom, and I forgot to mention that there is a closet, a walk-in closet. She had checked it out before, but she liked it, and again, found nothing wrong. She has found nothing wrong with the house up to this point. However, she, again, she had to move on. She was about to walk out of the room, but then my cries were vividly just attacking her conscience. And she was just like, what is going on with my kid and this house? So she's looking around. Now she's kind of like being nosy. And she goes into this, into the closet again. And then she simply recalls, just moving the clothing to the side. And then finally, she finds a door. And inside of that door, my mother just remembers opening with the coldest sensation coming over her. All of it was finally making sense. She opens the door. Inside that were altars, animal sacrifices, drawings of pentagrams. It's evil stuff. My mother was like, hold up though. Wait, this is not okay. So, upon being rather startled, she then knew that the house was not going to be for us. So, simply put, she goes, takes off, picks me up, soothes me, and she simply tells my father, it's time to go. Right? Calls him by his name. Time to go. And the old lady was like, did you like it? Are you going to buy it? My pops was simply like, oh, we'll talk. And they go to the lady. A couple years later, a year later, we would, a year later? Give or take. We would build the house I would live in for like a good 9 years solid. And where I would do a lot of my growing up. So that was basically since as long as I could remember, I've always had feelings when energy is off, people are off, situations are off, opportunities are off. Just I've always been able to feel that and to sense that. So that was the very first time that I had encountered something like that. So concerning the story, let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys have heard instances of other, kids also experiencing something similar, or maybe you guys have experienced something similar. I would love to both hear about it, read about it, tell your story on the show, and I just want us to have a good time. Again, I want to be part of your life, part of your daily commute, nightly routine, morning routine, whatever it is. Maybe you're going to college. Maybe you just need some background noise. I would love to be that for you. So I know that we are in school season, college students. I can't do college. I don't see the point of college. I respect you for doing college if that's something that you want to do. If it's something that your parents want you to do, you might want to rethink the whole college thing. I guarantee you, them resenting you for a couple months is better than you hating them for the rest of your life. So it just in the spirit of college, and really any expectation that anyone has about you. Like recently, I just decided to quit my job, and I didn't feel loved and respected, so I left. I told them how I felt, and I left. Yeah. So never be afraid. Always love yourself. Never be too hard on yourself, and you will always find the way. Always. I love you guys. Please like, comment, subscribe. If you didn't like it, you could go ahead, drop that dislike. But I hope to both improve the quality of the show and for you guys to really enjoy yourselves. And if you did, again, enjoy it, hit that like, hit that subscribe with the notification bells that I mentioned as well. And I will see you guys